Welcome to the lesson on order of operations. Our first example, negative 32 divided by 4 times the quantity 5 minus 2 squared. Now we need to always follow the order of operations, which is parentheses or any grouping symbols first, then exponents, then multiply or divide, whichever comes first, and then add or subtract, whichever comes first. So that means I have to start with parentheses. So inside that parentheses, I've got a couple things going on, and I have to continue to follow the order of operations. So I have subtraction and exponents, and I need to do exponents first. So 2 to the second power is 4, so then I have 5 minus 4. And I got to keep working in that parentheses till I only have one number, and then 5 minus 4 is 1. Now I'm going to bring down everything else. Okay, now I have division and multiplication next. And according to the order of operations, I have to do either division or multiplication, whichever comes first. And since division comes first, so I'm going to do negative 32 divided by 4, which is negative 8. And then multiply negative 8 times 1, which is negative 8. Okay, my next problem has a fraction in it, which the fraction bar is actually considered a grouping symbol. And what that means is I have to get the numerator down to one number and the denominator down to one number. So I'm going to work with the numerator first. And I've got 4 squared plus 20. So I've got addition and exponents, and I have to do exponents first. So 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 20. And remember, I still have that over 3 minus 5 squared. So 16 plus 20 is 36. And then I've got 3 minus 5 squared. Okay, I got my numerator down to one number, so I can start working with my denominator now. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And then negative 2 squared, let me make sure that's not negative signs, arrows for the next step. All right, negative 2 squared is 4. And 36 divided by 4 is 9. So in this problem, you just want to be very careful. You want to work, when you have a fraction, work with your numerator first, get it down to one number, go down to your denominator, make sure you do parentheses before exponents since order of operations says parentheses first, and then get your numerator or denominator down to one number, and then you can go ahead here and divide. All right, here's another example. Negative 12 divided by the absolute value of 6 minus 3 plus 6 squared. So I'm going to work with the absolute value, kind of treat it as though it's a grouping symbol, and get it down to one number. So 6 minus 3 is 3. All right, and I'll go ahead and evaluate. The absolute value of 3 is 3. Okay, now what I have left is division, addition, and exponents. And according to order of operations, I do exponents first. So 6 squared is 36. Bring down everything else. And then I have division and addition, and division comes first. Negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. And then last is addition. Negative 4 plus 36 is 32. All right, we'll start with this problem. This is the square root of 56 minus 20 plus, in brackets, the quantity 31 minus 18 minus 3 squared. So we're going to work with the square root first. You want to kind of consider that a grouping symbol and go ahead and take care of what's underneath it and get it down to one number so we can evaluate it. And 56 minus 20 is 36. I'll bring down everything else. And I'm going to evaluate the square root of 36, which is 6. Now I'm going to work inside the brackets, and since there's brackets and parentheses, and they're both grouping symbols, you want to work with the innermost grouping symbol first. So I'm going to go work with the parentheses inside the bracket. 31 minus 18 would be, let's see, What is 31 minus 18? 11 minus 8 is 3. 13. So it'd be 13 minus 3 squared. Okay, now inside the brackets I either have subtraction or exponents. I have to do exponents first. So it'd be 13 minus 9. Okay, I'm almost got that bracket down to one number. 13 minus 9 is 4. And 6 plus 4 is 10. Now it's your turn to try. Number 1 goes with problem number, 14 on your test. Number 2 goes with problem 15. Number 3 goes with problem 16. And number 4 goes with problem 17. Thank you for joining me on the lesson of order of operations.